Welcome back to Breakfast Television. It is 7:12. Our Mike Yanni on location this morning. And let's be clear, we all want to be where he is this morning.
Oh, absolutely. Our Mike Yanni's at Granary Row. We're going to bring him up on the screen here because I know he's probably smiling for... Oh, wait a minute. Sorry, it's not Mike on screen. It's a little onions and bacon. Yeah, look at you. We're hanging out with the pierogi guy this morning.
Is my mic close enough that you can hear the crackle and the sizzling, guys, of the bacon
sizzle.
and the onions?
Oh, wow.
We can hear the sizzle, yes.
But if you could smell it, I've got something funny to show you guys. Take a look. This is the secret, and this is the sign of a good businessman. See this over here? This fan? It's meant to blow the smell of bacon and onions throughout Granary Road. So everyone knows where to find the pierogi guy. And that's who I'm with this morning, you guys. John Opic, also known as the pierogi guy. You have a reputation here.
I guess I do.
A good one.
Yes,
a good one.
A very good one.
Because people love the pierogies that you make. And it's part of your heritage.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
From Manitoba?
Originally from Manitoba. Grew up on a farm with a Ukrainian mother and a Polish father.
And it's funny because when I met you, I said, "Oh, I'm Ukrainian Polish too," and you said, "You're a puke." And I'm like, "We're going to get along well."
Exactly, exactly.
So, how many years have you been making pierogies? I mean, obviously you grew up eating them.
Yes.
But have you been making them since a little kid, or is this something you started later in life?
I started later in life. We moved out here 21 years ago, and I didn't know how to make the pierogies, but I got my mom to come out to show me how to make the pierogies, how to make the cabbage rolls. And I sent her back home and just started making for our family.
Right. And here you are today.
And here I am
making them, selling them.
Yes. Yes.
So walk us through. What makes a good pierogi dough? Because you've already started rolling out one here.
Yes, I started rolling one out, and this is basically my mom's recipe, and it's very basic. It's made from flour, egg, salt, and water. And the water has to be room temperature or warmer water to get the right consistency for the dough.
Okay, and now how thin do you want your pierogi dough? Some people like chewy, and then some people want almost like a soft melt in your mouth, pillowy.
And what this is a nice pillowy dough. It's nice and soft. You don't want it too thin, you don't want it too thick.
Okay.
You want it the right thickness, so you want it to hold the filling in, but you don't want to taste nothing but dough when you bite into your pierogi.
You don't want it too doughy.
Right.
Right. Okay, because it's all about the filling inside.
It's about the filling.
So we've rolled it out. You've already done this because this takes a few minutes. So now you have a cutter.
Well, what my mom used to use is just an ordinary glass, but I use
That's what my mom did too. Yeah.
Cookie cutter that we sharpen and to cut the circles. So basically, what we do is we cut some circles.
That's nice and sharp. You can just one twist.
I shaved with it this morning.
Look at that, and there you go. No waste.
No waste, very little waste. So you try to cut as many circles as you can on your dough to utilize everything that you have rolled out.
Now all the stuff in the between, do you just take that and roll it out again?
And roll it out again. So there's very little waste.
When I grew up, my mom used to use this center dough, Ted Leah, and she would take this and throw it into the water, and she'd call it pierogi duds, and then she'd fry that up with butter and sauerkraut, and it was absolutely delicious.
Oh my God!
Speaking of sauerkraut, that's the type of pierogies. That's the type of pierogies we're making this morning. So when we see you next time, we're going to be pinching and filling those pierogies.
You've got a good gig this morning, Mike. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. It's just about 7:45 on your Friday morning. Our Mike Yanni is live on location this morning. He's got a really good gig. He is making pierogies this morning.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, what's this now?
You're doing your finger warm-ups, right, Mike?
Of course he is.
Yes. Gotta warm them up, getting them ready for the big pinching party that's about to take place. We cut our dough, Ted Leah. We have our sauerkraut standing by. Do you guys like sauerkraut?
Yeah.
Sure.
Delicious. So it's one of my favorite types of pierogies, that and cottage cheese. So I'm really excited about this. So yeah, fingers are warm. John, you're already pinching. You've got a head start on this. How many pierogies do you think you've pinched in your lifetime?
I can't count that.
It's been that many. It's been that many. Okay, walk me through. How do we pinch the perfect pierogi?
Well, after you roll out the dough, you want to take the circle and flip it over so that the bottom part is now facing up.
The kind of the sticky part.
Yes, the sticky part. You take your sauerkraut ball, place it in the middle.
Like that?
And then you fold it over.
Looks too big.
No, it will work.
Okay.
fold it over, and if there's anything that's sticking out, you just give it a little poke back in.
Is it okay to stretch the dough?
Yes, it is.
Stretch. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess
No,
of
you're
this.
doing fine.
Pinch,
And give it a good pinch, and give it a little
Push that
poke
in.
inside.
Pinch. Okay.
All right, we'll make
There you go.
and then once you're done, you can
that?
plate it. Perfect. That's a perfect pierogi.
pierogi. There you go. So, we were joking about pierogi pinching parties, but it actually kind of is a thing. Like you hear about, whether it's at the church, the ladies getting together and making for fundraisers. But even you, before you started making pierogies for a business, you said some of your coworkers would bug you and want to get together to make pierogies.
Yeah, well, once I learned how to make pierogies, I would just make for our family, and friends that I worked with were so intrigued that they wanted to come on down and have a pierogi pinching party. And that's how I got started. I'd invite 3 or 4 friends over, and we would make pierogies for the day. And by the end of the day, they would take 15 to 20 dozen home at a time, and we had great fun.
That's a lot of pierogies to take home. That sounds like it's a good party.
It was a very good party.
So I've seen, I grew up, being in Manitoba, there were commercials on TV for, and it's going to sound funny, but pierogi making devices to help you cut down on time. Are they legit, or is this kind of the tried and true way?
This is the tried and true way. This is the way my baba and my mom used to make the pierogies, and this is the way that I make the pierogies. The old-fashioned way, by hand pinching every single one of them. We pride ourselves that all of our pierogies are all hand pinched. There's no machines. I keep telling everybody we have 4 machines that make our pierogies. I own 2 machines. My wife owns the other 2 machines.
So there you go. Tried and true method, you guys. Ted, Leah, I mean, come on. We got to taste one, right?
Of course.
Of course.
These guys have been frying up for the last 10, 15 minutes. I'm going to... No, you know what? I'm going for the whole thing. Oh, man.
He's doing the happy dance.
That's the pierogi dance.
Yeah. Love it.
There's a pierogi dance.
Welcome back to Breakfast Television. It is 8:14. Our Mike Yanni live on location this morning, making pierogies all morning long. We've already done savory. Now we're doing sweet.
Yeah, remember before when I first talked to you guys this morning, that smell of bacon and onion that was wafting through the air? I don't know what smells better, because look at this. We have brown sugar, we have butter, we have cinnamon.
Whoa.
That smells pretty darn amazing. This is what we are frying up our dessert pierogies in, you guys. And this, a lot of people may realize that, yeah, pierogies, they're out there, different types, but did you realize there are dessert pierogies? John, this is another specialty, and you said when people hear that you have blueberry cheesecake pierogies, they come running.
They come running. We have a very hard time keeping them in stock because we can't make them fast enough.
So what's inside?
It's literally a cheesecake, cream cheese, graham wafer bottom, and fresh blueberries. And then once we make the cake, we bake it, and then we put it in a pierogi.
Look at that. I'm going to turn this around for the camera so people at home can see. Look at the filling just bubbling out. The blueberry, the cream cheese. That's amazing. And what other type of dessert pierogies do you make?
Well, we make many different kinds. We make the blueberries during the summer. We make a pumpkin cheesecake in the fall.
Pumpkin?
Very good for...
I'm Ukrainian, so I've heard of, blueberry, cherry.
Yes.
I've never heard of pumpkin cheesecake
Pumpkin
pierogies.
cheesecake pierogies. And during the Apple Fest at Granary Road, we make an apple cheesecake pierogi.
I like that. So, one interesting thing about you is that, number one, yes, you make the pierogies, but you also teach people how to make pierogies. People can come here to Granary Road and actually learn how to make pierogies with you.
Yes. In fact, we have a class next weekend, March 12th, 13th, and 14th at Granary Road for a pierogi making class where they get to have hands-on on how to roll the dough, cut some circles, pinch the pierogies, and whatever they pinch, they get to eat, and whatever they don't finish eating, they get to take home.
That's a good deal.
Yes.
And it's not only older people, too. A lot of younger people are actually kind of jumping in on learning how to make pierogies. And you said actually Girl Scouts here in town have brought you in a number of times.
It's actually the Girl Guides that have wanted to have classes, but I go to their community club and put on a pierogi making class for them.
There you go. So if you want to learn how to make pierogies next weekend, March, I think it's 15th, 16th, 17th, those 3 days, $20. whatever you pinch, you get to take home. But you know what? I don't know if there's going to be many to take home this morning because I am going to try one of the dessert pierogies here. And then it's going all in. All of it.
You're supposed to be bringing some back for us and the crew.
There's nothing to bring back from Sweden, guys. It's all gone.
He's eating it all.
Nothing left. Those are amazing.
Yeah. We're